I'm sure you've noticed it too. Everyone seems to be making their own games these days, and they do it all by themselves. You don't need big corporation to bring your dream game to life. Unless, of course, it's a AAA title. In 2024 alone, around 19,000 games were released on Steam. It's crazy, like 50 games per day. But it gives hope to new visionaries, allowing them to share their ideas with all of us, something that was once extremely challenging. That's what inspired me to dig deeper. Take Chris Sawyer for example, the guy who created Roller Coaster Tycoon in 1999. He programmed the entire game by himself. And here's the kicker, 99% of that code was written in assembly language. That's as close to machine language as you can get without diving straight into binary. The game ran perfectly on almost every PC I played on. But come on, learning assembly language to make your own game? You'll probably have to sign at least one pact with devil to learn that kind of witchcraft.
Right here, you'll find everything is in order.
So maybe we should check somewhere else. Perhaps something even more popular. Tetris, created by Alexei Pajitnov in 1984, and possibly one of the most iconic video game titles in history, written in Pascal with around 2000 lines of code, and developed by a single software engineer. It wasn't written in assembly, but it's incredibly addictive, over 40 years later. Still, after all that work, when you finished your game, you had to somehow reach gamers. Steam wasn't a thing back then. Some of you probably remember cartridges, CDs, and more, and sending it around the globe. Just think about it for a second. The scale was enormous and very costly. That illustrates the difficulty of making games, at least in the past. Of course, there were other languages like C++ and game engines developed by game developers to improve efficiency, but these were mostly created by bigger studios. Still, the point is that making video games on your own was extremely challenging back then. But it didn't stop you from trying. I came across one of the greatest game developers of all time, Eric Baroni, aka Concert Ape. He worked for over 5 years on his best-selling video game, Stardew Valley. Sure, he was inspired by another best-selling game, Harvest Moon, but he delivered exactly what people wanted, a cozy, relaxing game reminiscent of what Harvest Moon once was. He created the art, programmed the game, composed the music. I was shocked. I always assumed Concert Ape was the studio of at least a few developers. And yes, he got some help later, but basically everything was done by him. You've got to respect the incredible amount of work and patience he put into those years of development. Then I discovered many more game developers who made the games by themselves. Undertale, Motortown, Minecraft. That's when I started to realize it's not impossible. Very difficult and time consuming for sure, but not impossible. And perhaps like you, I've been a gamer my whole life. The idea of making your own game, it got me thinking, can I do it? Can someone without a computer science degree or any knowledge of digital art, color theory, animation, can someone like that actually learn everything from scratch and make a game? So yeah, I'm doing it. You can call it an experiment even. I'm going to use my savings for this project and learn everything along the way from scratch. And hopefully publish my own game on Steam one day. This channel is about that. I will document and share everything. What worked, what didn't, and everything in between. You will also see work so bad I wish no one would see. But that's part of the progress and being transparent. So, if you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button. I'm already preparing my next video which will summarize my progress in January. And I will catch you in that video.